Most online coaches lose 50K a year before they even realize it. Alex Hormozi keeps saying it, the fastest way to scale a coaching business is to remove yourself from the admin loop. I currently run a 6-figure agency where the content team is just 2 people, me and my editor. And together we ship 150 posts every single month across 4 platforms. There's 0 VAs on the content and 0 outsourced creators. So I'm about to show you the 3 Claude Code systems that actually make this possible. And these are the same 3 systems that save coaches over 50K every single year. So number 1, we'll be going through that content engine, which allows you to ship out over 150 pieces of content every single month. And this is currently being used by other 6- and 7-figure entrepreneurs. And then number 2, we'll be going through an AI sales agent that actually qualifies your leads and books in strategy calls all in under 3 minutes on autopilot for you. And number 3, we'll be walking through an onboarding automation and an onboarding system that fires automatically the moment the client pays. And if you stay until the end, I'll actually break down the entire ROI for you as well. So let's get right into it. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Rahul and I run an AI automation agency based in London, where we help businesses save tens of thousands of dollars every single year, as well as 15 to 20 hours every single week just with our AI systems. If you want to leverage these systems for yourself within your business, then hit the top link in the description below to book in a free AI strategy call with myself. Okay, so first of all, let's actually dive into the problem. So let's understand what's actually going on behind the scenes. So you're losing money to a lot of manual operations, and the drag is invisible until you actually add it up. Every single coach stacks the same set of tools and people that AI can now replace in seconds. You likely have your VA who's doing a lot of manual admin. You're spending 1K to 2K every single month just on your VA, handling admin, triaging your inbox, managing your calendar, managing intake forms, following up with leads. All of these processes can be automated using a system implemented within Claude Code. And then next you have your content team, you have editors, you have your social media manager, you have your script writing, you have freelancers involved in that process. Now that's likely costing you 3 to 5K every single month. Now you might just write the scripts yourself at the moment, which is costing you a bit of time every single week. So if you add up that time and actually calculate how much that time is worth to you, then you are losing thousands every single month just based on the time you're spending script writing and managing your social media alone. And next, you have a complex software stack. You might be using Calendly, ConvertKit, Notion, Zapier. You have transcription tools that you're using, and you're spending $400 to $600, maybe even more every single month just on that tech stack alone. And then finally, you have your editor and you have Reels. So you have Reels and Shorts, which are cut by hand, and you're paying someone $50 to $80 an hour in order to actually do that for you. So if we combine all of this up, you're spending about 6 to 9K every single month, which comes to about 72 to 108K a year just on these operational drags. Now, of course, this is all on the higher end. If you're running a smaller agency, you could be spending about 50K a year on all of this stuff. But imagine you can cut those costs down to about 10% just by automating, leveraging Claude Code, and integrating AI into your business. Well, this is exactly what I'm going to be showing you now. So the solution here is to be leveraging Claude Code to build out these systems. And I'm going to be showing you 3 core systems that you could be leveraging. Now, of course, these are just 3. You can have millions of different systems built out. But these are just 3 of the highest leverage systems I've seen and actually implemented for our clients. And it's pretty crazy. With just these 3 systems, you literally have your own team of agents, your own whole back office just running through Claude Code. And we're going to be going through these step by step. We have the Content OS, the AI sales agent, and the onboarding automation. So just a quick pause here before we actually get into these systems. If you think that these systems would actually benefit you and your business, then feel free to hit the top link in the description below to book in a completely free AI strategy call with myself. Now, I don't want to waste any more time here. Let's get right into it. Okay, so let's start with the Content OS. I'm actually going to show you my entire process here step by step. I use Trello, which manages my entire content pipeline. I have the ideas, the scripts, what's being filmed, what's being edited, quality assurance, launch queue, AI published, and confirmed published. Each of these stages correlate to a specific part of the content production process. Now, if we start here on the left-hand side with the ideation phase, these are all of the content ideas that have been created using my AI system built within Claude Code. Now, if we actually dive into the terminal here and we actually open up Claude Code, you can see that I have several skills. I have this one here, which is built out specifically for short-form content. So all of these different ideas and all of these different pieces of short form content scripted up here were actually created using that exact skill within Claude Code. Now I have a bunch of skills built out here. I have posting content. So this literally automatically posts out my content for me. I have LinkedIn content, which actually writes my LinkedIn content for me. YouTube content, which actually writes and scripts up YouTube content for me, all on autopilot, does the content research as well, creates thumbnails, ideates, scripts, slides, everything all done on autopilot. Writing the shorts, which is what we just explained. Newsletter content, which also creates newsletters for me every single week. And the crazy part is all of this is directly integrated into Trello. So I literally just call those skills and then it will literally add all of those pieces of content directly into here for me. So these LinkedIn posts and these newsletter posts were automatically created using that exact system. This YouTube video here, which is exactly the same video that I'm filming right now, was created using this system. You can also see the thumbnails here, which were automatically created using Claude Code. Now, of course, this middle section here is the only part that is done manually. I do manually film my content. Editing is obviously done manually using our editor. Quality assurance step is just where I check the edits and just give a bit of feedback. And then from there, we move it into the launch queue where it's actually ready to go out and will be automatically published. So here you can see this LinkedIn content is scheduled for today at 3 p.m. So literally in 15 minutes time, it will go out automatically. This text will be posted out and this image will be assigned with that text. And then it's pretty much done. And it will automatically be moved into the AI publish section. And that will be done using the AI agent that I built out on the back end. The same process applies for this short form content, which is automatically posted up. It will literally download the video from here and automatically post across YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. One thing that we can also do here, and one thing that I've introduced, are trial reels. So we can add the trial reel label and it will automatically post out as a trial reel, which is absolutely crazy. So you can see here, I literally posted these out as trial reels and we actually got a comment in here saying that they were automatically posted out. This one was published as a trial reel, which is perfect, and same goes for this video here. And then this one, of course, doesn't have the trial reel label, so it was automatically posted out as a normal reel, which is absolutely crazy because it saves me so much time or from having to pay someone to go into YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, log in and actually post these manually, which is just super boring and time consuming. And luckily it can be automated. And then the same process also applies to our YouTube videos. So what happens here is it downloads the video, it adds the thumbnail, and it also adds the description and all the tags, and it does that all automatically for me. And again, it will just move it into the AI publish section when it's all done. So just having a system like this in place literally saves me hours every single week. It saves me from having to rely on a content manager or a graphic designer because I can just create these thumbnails automatically using Claude Code. Like if you look at this thumbnail right here, you can see that the lighting, the textures, everything here is so detailed, and it was literally automatically created using Nano Banana 2. Of course, this video is literally about Nano Banana 2 versus GPT Image 2.0, which just came out. If you're interested, obviously go and check it out. And yeah, it was a pretty interesting video and the results might surprise you. But this is literally a super simple content system. I've actually built out this system which has an agent team, a team of 8 AI agents working in the back end to actually ideate, research, and find gaps, find various insights, and create scripts for me for YouTube and LinkedIn. You can see that it's working 24/7 round the clock every single second of the day to create these pieces of content. It actually scripts competitors, generates different insights, ideates, and then scripts out the content all on autopilot. But the reason I use the Trello system is because I built out this entire system already within Claude Code, so it's working in the back end whenever I create a piece of content. Now that's pretty much it in terms of the content system and what it does. So let's move on to the AI sales agent. So the core principle of an AI sales agent is to actually build up the sale. So what it does is it sets appointments for us. It works through the DMs, it works through WhatsApp, it works through SMS, it can even phone up leads. So we've actually got a voice agent built in the background to actually phone up these leads for us 24/7 around the clock, as well as handle inbound leads as well. So it can qualify these leads in under 3 minutes and book these calls directly into our calendar. So if you are running ads, you're marketing yourself through Instagram ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, and you're acquiring a lot of leads off the back of that, and then your sales team just can't keep up. They can't be calling the leads efficiently to stay on top of them. So it's really important to have a system like this where you can actually automate that process to keep on top of every single lead in your pipeline and convert them faster. And then finally, we have our onboarding automation, which saves a ton of time, replaces the admin side of things, and does the customer onboarding for us. So within our agency, we've literally got this process where they can start the onboarding, they can then fill out their details, they can then go through, and they can actually enter their proposal, and it will actually scrape their proposal, understand exactly which services are included, and then move forward. We also collect a lot of data on the back end to understand exactly why a prospect has bought from us, because that allows us to market ourselves a lot better on the front end. Then off the back of this, when all of this is filled out, we actually do the onboarding through Notion. So it automatically creates their own little workspace within Notion where our team can work and communicate with the client and manage the entire project in a way more streamlined way. So if I just go ahead and fill out all of this information with dummy information and complete the onboarding process, it's literally going to be setting up our project. Now on the back end, it's actually going to be scraping the Firefly's transcriptions to create this personalized Notion workspace. So what it's done is it specifically created a Notion workspace for us for this project. And we can go in here and it's actually created up the exact roadmap for the project as well. If we change this to board layout, we can see exactly what's not been started, what's in progress, and what's been done. And we can see that all of these tasks actually have specific to-dos assigned to them, which our developers can then work through, and we can get that information off the client as well. And then from here, we also present the onboarding call calendar, where we can actually get someone booked in for an onboarding call, and we then take it from there and go through the entire onboarding process. So this streamlines a lot of things for us, and it allows us to capture a lot of data on the back end to understand exactly why our prospects buy. So it's not just for onboarding the prospect into our services, but it's also for helping us reinforce our marketing as well. So if you haven't got a system like that, then you're wasting a lot of time and money on the onboarding process. And not only that, you're also losing a lot of that precious data that you can be collecting from prospects to understand exactly why they buy. And that's exactly where you can dial in your marketing to target your prospects in a way more refined way. So you can actually speak to them directly and make them way more eager to buy and pre-sell them a lot better as well. Now here are the results in terms of the actual numbers, and here's where you can actually save over 50K every single year. So just the content system alone saves a lot of money from you having to hire a content team. You also have the VA and the setter replaced if you have a sales system in there as well. And then if we also throw in the time that you're saving there from having to manage your team, hire new people, or even creating the content, you're saving well over 50K to 80K every single year just off the back of these three systems alone. And there are tons of things that you can be doing within your business, not just these three systems that I've showed you. So if you want a system like Jarvis running for your content or any part of your business, then click the top link in the description below to book in a free AI strategy call with myself. I will personally map out what an AI content machine like this one could look like for your business and potentially any other workflows that you're considering to have built out as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to hit the subscribe button for more AI automation related content to come, and I'll see you guys in the next one.